This is Dr. Vishnu Shankar Sinha, PG Department of Botany, Tata College, Chaivasa. Today I am going to discuss translation or protein synthesis. Translation or protein synthesis is the most complex biochemical process of decoding of the message from mRNA to protein with the help of tRNA, ribosome and enzymes. The biosynthesis of protein or translation is under direct control of DNA or genetic RNA, where DNA is absent, that is, in TMV or retroviruses like HIV. Translation process occurs in ribosomes, which are present in cytoplasm. At least 200 different proteins are required for protein synthesis itself. Components of translation: mRNA. The mRNA nucleotide bases are read as 3 base codons, and each of which codes for a particular amino acid. tRNA. Each tRNA molecule possesses an anticodon on the opposite end that is complementary to the mRNA codon. Amino acid tRNA synthetase. This enzyme links amino acids to their corresponding tRNA molecules. The resulting complex is charged and is referred to as an amino acid tRNA. Codons. Specific codons that signal the initiate and terminate the translation, and a single amino acid may be coded by more than one codon, that is degenerate. This is the picture of mRNA, and this is the head of the mRNA, that is 5 prime, and it is protected by 7-methyl guanosine. At the 3 prime of mRNA, the termination codon, that is UAA, UAG and UGA, terminate the process of protein synthesis. Now this is the tRNA molecule. Each tRNA molecule possesses an anticodon on the opposite end that is complementary to the mRNA codon. This is the 5 prime and this is the 3 prime. The 3 prime is also called amino acid attachment site. An ester bond is formed between the tRNA and its specific amino acid to form amino acid tRNA during translation. This is the anticodon site of tRNA, the 3 base sequence called the anticodon, which helps in recognizing the codon for its specific amino acid on the mRNA during translation, and this structure is known as clover leaf model or structure. Ribosome. It assists in the binding process between mRNA codons and tRNA anticodons. It appears flattened and spherical in shape under electron microscope, with a diameter ranging between 15 to 25 nanometer. Ribosomes are comprised of 2 major ribonucleoproteins subunits, one large 50S and one small 30S in prokaryotes, and in eukaryotes 60S larger and 40S smaller. This is the smaller subunit of the ribosome, and this is the larger subunit of the ribosome. And ribosomes contains 3 sites, that is A site, P site and E site. A site is amino acyl site, P site is peptidyl site and E site is exist site. And this is the growing polypeptide chain or nascent polypeptide chain. As already discussed, ribosomes tRNA binding sites, 1 for mRNA and 3 for tRNA, that is P site, A site and E site. A site is bind to the amino acyl tRNA site, which holds the new amino acyl tRNA carrying the next amino acid to be added. P site, the peptidal tRNA site, holds the tRNA molecule carrying the growing polypeptide chain, and E site or exit site served as a doorpost where tRNA molecules leaves the ribosomes. Basic related to translation. Translation takes place in 5' to 3' direction. In the amino to carboxyl direction, all polypeptide chain are synthesized from the amino to the carboxylic terminus. Initiation codon AUG is preceded by several bases called SDR or signed Dalgarno sequence or region, which is purine rich and paired with 60S rRNA. Two kinds of interaction determine where translation starts. Number 1, pairing of mRNA bases with the 3' of 60S rRNA, pairing of the initiator codon on mRNA with anticodon of the initiator tRNA. The energy required for initiation, elongation and termination of protein chain is provided by hydrolysis of GTP. Mechanism of protein synthesis. The entire mechanism of the protein synthesis can be well understood under the following steps. Step 1. Activation of amino acid by ATP. Amino acid is activated by the reaction with ATP in the presence of a specific enzyme that is called amino acid synthetase and manganese ion. In this process, amino acid adenylate is formed and pyrophosphate is released. The amino acids attached always at CCA end of tRNA. Number 2, transfer of amino acid to tRNA. tRNA reacts with cytidine triphosphate and ATP before amino acid is transferred to it. AMP and amino acid synthetase enzyme released. Initiation of polypeptide synthesis. Ribosome in cytoplasm is dissociated in two subunits, that is 30S and 50S subunits in prokaryotes and 40S and 68 subunits in eukaryotes. The initiation factor IF required in prokaryote, that is IF1, IF2, IF3, and in eukaryote it is EIF and it is of 9 types. The 30S subunit attached at the 5' end of mRNA carrying AUG codon is carried out in the presence of protein factor F3. tRNA carrying methionine F-mid tRNA, F-mid bind with 30S mRNA complex. At this stage, 50S of ribosome associates with 30S subunit and form 70S ribosome in the presence of protein factor 2, F2. This is the picture. This is a smaller subunit and this is the larger subunit. This is a smaller subunit and this is the completes of 30S and 70S. Elongation of polypeptide chain. Binding of amino acid tRNA complex at the A site of ribosome by the help of EF-TU. TU stands for temperature unstable, and EF-TS. TS stands for temperature stable. The elongation of polypeptide chain occur with the help of elongation factor EF. In prokaryote it is EF-TU and EF-TS, and in eukaryote it is EF-T1 and EF-T2. Translocation of polypeptidal tRNA from A site to P site by EF-G factor, and the dislated tRNA is ejected out. It is interesting to note that at 37 degrees centigrade, about 50 amino acids per second are added to a growing polypeptide chain. This is the cycle how the amino acid is added, initially A site, then P site, and then E sites. Termination of polypeptide chain and release from ribosome. Termination of polypeptide chain elongation is brought about by termination codon, that is UAA, UAG and UGA in the mRNA template, and release factor bind to termination codon in the A site. There are no tRNA which anticodon complementary to the 3 termination codon. the release factor designated as RF1, RF2, RF3 in prokaryotes and RF in eukaryotes. Polypeptide chains is released by the hydrolytic splitting of the last polypeptide tRNA. Ester linkage and ribosome is dissociated from mRNA. The chain is then deformulated enzymatically and then undergoes secondary and tertiary folding. This is the entire process of the translation. This is the mRNA, and mRNA, the smaller subunit of ribosomes get attached with mRNA at the SDR region, and then the loaded amino acid get attached at the P sites. Then larger subunit get attached with the smaller subunit, and by the help of peptidal transferases and GTP, the chain is elongated. And once when the termination codon, that is UAA, UAG, and UGA is came, then the process of translation is checked, and release factor check the process, and the smaller and larger subunits of ribosomes get disassociated. This is the process. And some inhibitors which inhibit the translation processes at different site of action, like chloramphenicol block peptidal transferases in 70S ribosome. Streptomycin bind to 30S subunit to affect initiation. Tetracycline inhibit binding of incoming amino acid tRNA to A site, and puromycin reacts with peptidal tRNA to give puromycin peptidal tRNA. Fusidic acid inhibits translocation. Thank you very much. For detail, you may consult the biochemistry of Harper or molecular biology of PKPD. Thank you very much.